Okay, y'all. So I went on ahead and ordered. I went on and got this thing digitized. This is mine, and this is the one that I bought. Now the problem with mine was I felt it was just too much. It was too much for too little of a for the design to be as small as it was. All right, now this is the one I paid for, and you can see a lot of the details is left out. Like if I just had to go by digitizing, and I look at mine, hold on, let me move this. Oh man. See if I can move this to the center. And I'll hide this. And then we can just go back and forth. All right, so we can just go back and forth with it. All right, this mine, and this is his. Now, mine looks better. Okay, mine looks better, but it may not function. Now, I haven't ran his yet. But it may not function. Mine does not function as small as it was. So what I'm gonna do, I will make this bigger. I'm gonna make this is gonna be like a bigger version. I may make him about like 7 inches or something like that. I may do like something like that for him. And I'm sitting here thinking about like, wow, yeah, I have a great idea for that. If I could, just get him a little bigger and then come back and make some adjustments. Him, he just gonna have to be for hats and little small patches. But you can see here, even in the teeth, instead of him doing each individual tooth, he came and just drew a line in between each of these teeth. Remember we was talking about the whiskers in the last video? Well, he came in, he probably just came around. Let's run it. Let's see what it looked like, man. All right, so we go here, boom. So he started with the white. He started with the white and then built around that with the brown, and then went on top of that. And see, he just made these run stitches. All right, and I said, remember I said, I was like, see, he had about 18,000 stitches. I was at like 25, 27. I was saying that I need to get that stitch count. Matter of fact, I was like maybe 22, 23. And I felt like I needed to get that stitch count down to about 15, 17. I don't think you can, for hats, I don't think you can really go over 15, 16,000 stitch count, especially dealing with that front, maybe on the sides, maybe. And so, yeah, he went from the, why he put that dark brown in there? Okay. So, yeah, he went from the nose, and he left the mouth the same color, and then he ended it with the black and come around the nose. So let's look at mine and see how my brain was operating. I started with the brown. All right, then went orange, and then went white, and then with the gold, and then came around with that. And like I said, I still think mine is functional. It did stitch out, but again, it was just too tight, too confined in those little small areas. And I think once we enlarge this thing, we can definitely get some. But the problem with enlarging these images, the problem with that, we're finna see here, you have to redigitize it. It just, well, wait a minute. Okay, see how big he gonna go before he act up. He's still acting right. Shoot, he about, oh, that's amazing. He's still acting like he wanna act right. So that may work. And you see how detailed that is, man. That is amazing. That's at about 10 inches, which is about where I need them. And I can put like a Greek circle around that, and that will be a very high price item there. If I can get them right, that would be a very high price item. Can I get them a little bigger? Oh, man. So, you know, I still may come back and have him stitched out and see does he look good, man. That like they said, Brother Phineas, just let the professionals do it. Why waste so much time trying to learn how to digitize, especially on that crappy Chroma, which Racoma gave you, that crappy software that came with your embroidery machine, that basic level, waiting for you to upgrade. But this is why. You gotta put the time in. You gotta put the time in. Ooh! And understand that is 15. That is 15 by 15. So that's gonna be a whole left chest. A whole left chest. Not a whole left chest, but a whole front or whole back of a jacket or something like that. I may put it on a shirt, but it seems a little heavy, but I may just do a trial run on a shirt. See how crazy it looks. But man, that is some prime grade A real estate there. Okay, prime grade A real estate. And I'm gonna run them whiskers like that because I just didn't feel like doing them over, but I may have to come back in here and do these darn whiskers a little better. All right, y'all, so here are both stitch outs. As you can see, the one that we ordered to be digitized is a little smaller. You know, so it couldn't get all the details in there. Maybe I'll enlarge it before I do it on hats. I still will use this for hats, or maybe even some headbands that I make. But that is me versus the people who do this for a living. This cost me $24. All right, $24, and it worked. It worked, and it's fairly decent. When I put it on a hat, I don't know if it's gonna be. As you can see, man, it's thick. You can't feel that, but it's a lot of thread in there, man. It's a lot of thread. This right here was it's about 18,000 stitches compared to mine, which was 25,000 here. All right, so you know, we put a lot of time in trying to figure this thing out, and I know, you know, I got a couple messages, brothers like, man, hey, you know, that's why you pay the professionals, and I can't do nothing but agree with you. I can't do nothing but agree with you. This is why you pay the professionals. But at the same time, digitizing is a profession, and you can learn how to do it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really got to, you know, some YouTube videos out there that you can learn this profession, and you can add this to your repertoire with, you know what I'm saying, to your skill set, or to your list, where you can start charging for digitizing. You know what I'm saying? You may have a downtime, somebody else may be booming, but you can be digitizing for somebody and running the stitches out while you got your machine. But again, to each his own. But so, you know, I just felt like it was just too compact here. I end up enlarging it, as you can see from that last video. I end up enlarging it with that last little clip. I end up enlarging it, and we did a stitch out, y'all. We did a stitch out. Okay, now still some problems with it, but it is retarded. I shouldn't say that. It is. It's nice. Oh. That's 15 by 15, y'all. Now we do have some problems. We still was lacking here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this little top part. I'm gonna make this a lot thicker here on these edges. Maybe like as thick as we have here. I'm gonna make them. Yeah, I'm gonna make them real thick here on the edges, so we can make sure that we don't have that this doesn't happen. I thought I fixed it because we did have it on this one, and it seems like this one was even more so. But I thought I fixed it, but again, you know what I'm saying, just Gotta go back in here. So we did the trial run. I was hoping this wouldn't be a trial run, but that this could be something that, you know, I can start listing. Also here, we could have brung the brown down a little more so that t-shirt wouldn't be showing through those threads there. Orange could have been in a little more here. We're gonna bring that orange down, bring that brown down. So it's just some minor stuff in here. You see these little spots here with the black, fixing that. So we maybe like another 10 minutes worth of adjustments, and that right there will be prime real estate. All right, that's gonna be a very pricey item. I can throw it on maybe a leather jacket, or not a leather jacket, maybe a leather vest or something, or even a jean jacket. You know what I'm saying? Jean jackets, hoodies, hoodie jackets. So you know, this is gonna be one of those items I'm gonna be charging close to $200 for, maybe like $175 once I get this item, because this is high fashion type stuff, man. This ain't, you know, this ain't your everyday embroidery, and this is, you know, this looks crazy. It looks crazy. Like, again, so we just gonna tighten these up, boom, 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 and y'all don't be biting. Don't be biting, y'all. Don't be biting. And I'm gonna show you something soon, because you know I'm not the brightest person of them all. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you something that I did. That's why embroidery is so you can see the placement on that. Even the placement's a little off. All right, not only so the placement's off. The placement's off. Not only that, it's upside down. Oh, you got to be very careful. You got to be very careful with embroidery, man. Embroidery is one of them things, man. You got 200,000 stitches, and so, you know, I went by this little line here. As you can see that line, so I tried to use that line to guide me, but you got to be careful with that, because even when they're folding these shirts, that don't necessarily mean that it's directly. But now that I'm looking at it, it might be all right. Placement may be cool. It's just, yeah, placement could be cool. It's just that it's upside down. But you know, just so eager to get involved in this thing, and I noticed it very early in the game, but I said, man, you know what, just let it run. And I'm glad I went on ahead and let it run too, though, because it's still some errors. Now, you could have came in with your pen, your black pen. You could have filled this in to try to fix little things like this. Of course, we didn't adjust the whiskers, you know what I'm saying? But all of this right here would be part of the cleanup. We just cut them off, you know, put a lighter to this thing, cut that little area right there, cut those, trim those, put some fire to this thing, and man, this is just an excellent, classy, urban, high fashion type piece, man. And this is why you put the time in. This is why you put the hours in. And really, it didn't take a lot, as we seen from that video. It didn't take a lot to get it to this point when we had it here. You know what I'm saying? We had it so condensed, and we tried to put so much detail in this. When we stretched it, we didn't have to do a lot. Maybe another 45 minutes or an hour, maybe an hour and a half, maybe, of, you know, adjusting certain things, and we got it to here. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Keep printing, y'all.